Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath. Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello. This is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
On the couch with us, you know this guy. He's on multiple radio shows, including his own. I'll kick it over to you.
Good sauce with Rauce and Joel. Ross Padgett here. How you doing, Ross?
So happy. Too happy to be here, as always, with the boys, with the kings, the princes. Well, what would you guys like to be called, princes or kings?
Bastards. Bastard sons.
That's so off.
He's more of a Ramsey.
Yeah, I'll cut your penis off and send it to your sister in a box.
And you're a Greyjoy. This is why it works.
I'm a Greyjoy. I'm a waterman. They're the water people, right? The Greyjoys were the water people,
well,
right?
you chopped off his penis.
I'm the guy that...
Wait, I chopped off Tom's penis?
I believe so.
I'm the guy that they started force-feeding wine to because they're like, make me laugh. They're like, feed him wine. And he's like, I can't drink anymore. They're like, kick him in the stomach.
Okay, like, my wife asked me one time. Let's
wearing...
just jump into something stupid. My wife did ask me one time what Game of Thrones character you are, and I see myself. My body type was there, not so much now because I've been working on it, but I was a Robert Baratheon.
Okay, all right.
Killed by a hog, right? Killed by a hog, right?
Killed by a hog.
And he's a big fat man, and he likes to fuck, and he likes to drink, and he likes to hunt with his boys. Baratheon. I was Little Barath. Little Barath.
I'd put you in the Dinklage.
I wasn't going to say it.
It's just too easy.
Well, it's too easy. But Baratheon has
too good, no, too easy.
You know why
you
it's too easy? And I've said this before on the show.
Everybody
I hate
laugh.
the fact that Dinklage kept his nose. That character's not supposed to have a nose.
I remember that.
I hate that
in the books.
I hate that.
He's supposed to lose a nose.
And what ruined it for me is Andrea buying me the book, and boy, I trudged through that. It's big. I trudged through that, and when I found out he didn't have a nose, really, I'm like, well, this is all fucked up. You just because he's a good-looking dwarf.
Yeah, you can't take his nose.
He's top 5.
I love Game of Thrones talk because it brings me back to like simpler times in my life. Like that was a good era for me.
Yeah.
And it made me feel way smarter than any other show ever did. And the reason why is because I was one of the first people that I was that in the room that I was aware of that was like, yo guys, I think the show changed. I think it's not getting better. I think it's actually getting worse. And everyone made fun of me.
Really?
Everyone
Yeah.
hated me. I was as soon as Dad died,
Yeah.
as soon as Tyrion,
Yeah.
spoiler, whatever, but the show's been
I mean,
out.
for me, that was
Yeah.
Walking Dead, but continue.
Yeah. When you have a show that you're the kind of one of the first people to start picking up, like you start sniffing, like, I think they zigged when they should have zagged.
Yeah. It's
I will
inevitable,
say, and
though.
I have to-
It's too long. They get eventually you start doing the same premise over and over. You start stretching it out,
And it's not really ironic now that they ended with that one woman that now everyone is calling Buzz Lightyear Potato Head. She became the queen, and then the show shut down. Right? That was foreshadowing. That's some pretty powerful foreshadowing.
I feel like this was almost like a one-off, might not ever happen again, Tom, is because they literally just ran out of books. And it was palpable to me.
Yeah,
and as soon as they ran out of books, I think they had 5 books, season 6.
Well, there's 1 or 2 waiting in the balance, right?
Yeah,
Like kind of hanging there, and he's like stringing it along.
Let me give you another spoiler alert.
Please.
Those books ain't coming out. They ain't coming out. I do not think those books will ever see anybody's eyes. I think he helped creating the last 2 seasons, but when they ran out of the spine of that show, whoo!
Yeah.
I was vocal and no one liked me.
Really?
Did you watch House of Dragons? Okay.
Which I had a fun time on season 1 more so than season 2. I think season 2 just basically tickled my taint for about 10 episodes and then just like, all right, spit on it and left. I was like, all right, well, I'm excited for season 3.
I've never had that though, so that sounds intriguing.
Before we move on,
we got to do business. We got to do business.
So we have some new merch, some new straw hats.
Yeah, look at those guys.
ooh.
Yeah,
So-
these are the nicest ones I think we've
This
ever.
is my favorite design, courtesy of the Danger Brain.
Yeah.
Thanks to the Danger Brains have been doing our branding
Sebastian,
for
Fonz, thank you
over
guys.
a decade.
The
and
Danger Brain have been our. It's cool to say that because we don't say a lot of businessy things here, but I'm going to say something businessy. Tom and I, as professional business owners, have used the Danger Brain as our branding agency for a decade, and they've made us look amazing. Like they made us. Like they made our business grow because they made us look right.
Yeah, no, it's
There you
pivotal.
go.
Yeah,
There you
and
go.
we also have a sun shirt.
You want one? We'll get you.
Oh,
I'll get you
absolutely.
I'll get you a sun shirt.
And
I want the hat.
also we're
No
working.
hats. I can't give you a hat.
Working with a new merch company called Hittin' Skins, HITTN Skins.
You know what that means.
And if you want really high quality promotional merchandise, they wrap cars, anything promo items for any company, they could do it. They're in house right here in Orlando. They got a showroom. You can talk to them. They're local. It's not internet based. Just getting in some random factory in China.
You can go see a human in a showroom.
Yeah.
I mean, how old school is that?
Can I throw down? Look what socks I'm wearing right now.
Oh, dude, he's got them on.
I'm wearing Hittin' Skins
All
socks.
right.
This guy's
And this is how great Hittin' Skins is because I also use them as
nice.
my merch and everything that I sell after comedy shows. Is that like they gave me these socks as like, yeah, these are the socks. Like they're promoting their brand
Yeah.
on socks. I wear these for leisure reasons. Like
they're
they
high
are-
quality.
They're high quality
great
socks.
looking socks. Those are great socks.
I love the free socks that they gave me to show me what they can make with your stuff on it.
You would never wear fun socks, and I don't mean the
No,
shots
no.
fired you, but you're just not. I love fun socks. I know you love fun socks.
I love
like
fun
socks.
socks. I got a history with socks.
I just want to make sure that Hittin' Skins doesn't hear this and then go, I'll give Tom a pair of fun socks. Don't waste your socks. He won't use them. His boys like fun socks. I've seen them.
So anyway, get the new merch while it lasts because we didn't order that much of
Yeah.
it, and so we have a tendency to sell out. And so it's on TomandDan.com right now. And I will say that in a day and age where merch costs an insane amount, like at concerts, we still pretty reasonable.
Yeah,
we could make it higher. I remember looking.
I
at
want
this-
to. I want to
the
go
cost
full
of everything.
Morgan Wallen t-shirt, $150, hat, $300.
I mean, dude, this hat
Yeah.
is like imagine
Yeah.
this is a Morgan Wallen hat.
and
This
the
would be
cheapest I would
$150
go is $85 for that. That's an $85 hat all day. That's the
More.
cheapest I'll go.
More.
No, I'm saying bargain is $85. That's the
$40
lowest.
on our site. I think we're losing money.
We are
Anyway.
losing money. How many did you order? I hope we ordered like 20. I hope we ordered like 20.
I didn't think we make anybody, but anyway, we like you guys wearing it, so thank you very much.
We do. Oh, one more thing. The patches on these, because I know people ask about the patches. I'm just going to throw it out there. Merchman worked on this with Hidden Skins, and Hidden Skins stitched the patch on. It is glued on plus stitched.
Yeah,
so there you go.
Yeah,
it's a stitched
nice.
on patch. Yeah, it's way better, way better.
So Ross, I'm sure that you've heard about the couple cheating at the Coldplay concert.
I am so happy that that's the first question. I left my home and it was the topic between my wife and I.
Yeah. Okay, all right.
So this is just part 2 for me. I just had a quick intermission.
Well, before we discuss it, should
great.
we play it for people that may not have seen it?
I don't know how they didn't see it, because every once in a while, just like a Hawktua and some other things, like we all have different algorithms, and we see what we're interested in, right?
Oh, yeah, I have your algorithm.
But every once in a while, something becomes so big that it ekes its way into everybody's algorithm, and then we're all unified for a little bit.
Well,
and
we
like,
love
have
watching,
you heard about the Coldplay?
we love watching people that seemingly have it all fall to hell.
We're all unified for that one moment when Backup Terry dropped. We're all unified when we see a CEO in the middle of cheating on his wife.
So here,
if a fun take.
If
So
you haven't
explain,
seen
Daniel.
it, if you haven't seen it, Chris Martin of Coldplay is on stage. Coldplay has a cam that no different than any other band that I've ever been to. Right? It's like how do you not know this exists?
Yeah, because there's
sorry.
a big, there's giant TVs.
I've been on it before.
arenas,
I mean, Max and Maisie have been on the dance cam. I mean, there's cams everywhere in big arenas. And so Coldplay has one where they do a kiss cam. And then Chris Martin will sing, and he's up there noodling his guitar, and he's doing a little bit of like crowd work, really. It's like in between songs, they're probably changing something behind there. And the kiss cam is going around and showcasing different people in the arena. Then it comes to a couple that you will see here in a few seconds, and it gets on them, and it is completely apparent that something nefarious is going on, that maybe that them being on the kiss camera is might be pulling the rug out from under them, or like pulling the curtain back on something secretive, and they might be cheating. Well, the worst thing that Chris Martin could do would be to say that, and he certainly would never say that. Let's go to the tape.
Oh, look at these two. All right, come on. You're okay? Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
I think there's some guy in the back like, yeah.
Oh, there's the nerd. There he is. I freeze framed on him. Look at the nerd. He's like, yeah.
So basically,
Cheat, world star.
the guy was standing holding the girl in front of him, and then when they
Here, I'll back it up so you can see
when
it.
the camera
There they
showed
are.
them on the jumbotron,
When they comically zoomed in
Yeah.
you could see every wrinkle and every pore.
Now, here's the thing. They reacted, and this is what caused the problem. They
Yeah.
were their own demise.
They were.
Because if they hadn't have reacted and they just waved, nothing would have happened. They would have never been caught. No one would have ever noticed. No one would ever
You
recognize
could have gone
them.
harder. I feel like if you had, my wife said this. My wife's like, all he had to do is hug her tight, like hug her real tight and kiss her. And I'm like, what? Because I'm like,
It would have
I
been
don't-
enough.
I don't think like that. Like I was like, because me, honestly, would have never gone to the concert. I never get that far. If I'm cheating on my wife, you think for a fucking second I'm going to go to a goddamn Coldplay concert and then slow dance with her? No, we're cheating. We're going to the Lou Ray Motel on 1792, and we're fucking. I'll eat your butt, whatever you want to do. But we are not. I'm not. I have a daughter and a wife. I'm not stepping out in public with you. Are you crazy?
Yeah, but if they're on a work conference, which is like I was talking to my wife about this, I was like, they must be on some work conference. And
They don't
they're
have
like-
anxiety then,
And
because
then-
that's not how I run.
And then they're
Right there with you.
If they're in a different city or whatever, then like, oh, well, but
Yeah,
but
yeah.
even
No,
if
you're
they,
right.
even if they did get shown on the jumbotron, they wouldn't have gotten caught. It
No,
was a local. No one
if
pays
you're
attention.
kissing, Andrea was like, if he had just like hugged her and kissed her, then they just move on to the next
Oh,
people.
But they reacted. They ducked out of the way. The guy started hiding. She turned her back, and then that made the guy from Coldplay say, "Oh, why'd you react like that? They must be having an affair." As a joke, he probably didn't even. He's just saying.
I
that
mean,
as
it's
a joke.
exactly what I would
He's
have said.
improv. Yeah, but that is the reason that this clip went viral, and hence them getting caught and it blowing up on the internet, because they were having an affair, and this guy who is a CEO of a company and this lady.
Oh,
works
do you want to
for
know
him.
more about him?
I'm so curious about like So yes, you are correct. More than likely, if they just double down and gives a kiss on the neck, gives a wave, no one pays attention. That's a big ask. To be that much of a mastermind quick on your feet. That's a big ass right there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you're already nervous.
I
you're
can
cheating.
fucking do it.
Yeah. So
You have a tenth of a second to go, oh shit, lie more.
You gotta be Jason Bourne. You gotta be Mission Impossible Tom Cruise. Right?
So
you gotta be a super spy genius.
So I don't know if you watched this happen real time, but I mean real time. Like when this first came out, Crystal mentioned it to me and didn't know that it was actually a couple cheating. She's like, "Oh, have you seen the clip of them calling out and they like this couple trying to hide from the jumbotron?" And then the guy from Coldplay say, "Oh, they must."
Yeah,
be
me
having
too. That's how I heard it.
And it wasn't verified. And
Well,
it was
the
like,
internet detectives, they're like, "Well, we got to ruin this guy's life."
yeah, they did, and they tracked it down and found them both.
Both
then,
of them. We got to ruin both their lives.
Yeah,
I mean, like, honestly, like, they're at a Coldplay concert doing something that doesn't bother me, doesn't bother my life, but I got to ruin their lives now. I got to do it.
Crystal's happy. She hates affairs, and then she's like, "Good. I'm glad they got caught because I hate cheating people."
I mean, I'm not. I don't disagree with her, but I am taking on a different tone these days. Of like, well, I don't. It's not affecting me. Like, whatever. But I don't really agree with the going online and going, well, I have to stop this from happening again. Like, is that what you're thinking? I'm Batman. Yeah. I'm Batman. Well, I have to Batman this.
Not the best time to put on a cape, my guy.
So
because that's why you're doing it, right? Like, you're not like, why would you do it? Like, I saw, and yes, he's the CEO. People find out, maybe a news station digs into it, but like, why would I want to make it worse or like dig up dirt on her or
people? Obviously have an insane amount of free time, which is crazy to me because I have zero free time. But there are people that are like, you know what I'll do? I'll spend this afternoon searching for this guy and finding his true identity on the internet because no one really.
There she is.
You don't get any fame from it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So
no one's like, hey, this guy, Joe, found the real. Like, it's just like, oh, here's the right identity.
Is it ironic that she's the chief people officer on their website?
It's ironic that it's at a Coldplay concert.
Right.
That's a Coldplay. Like, it's right there. It's hard for me
so
not to say.
right.
And I don't want to be all Morpheus. And, like, do people have free time? Absolutely. But this is where I'm at, right? There's a new thought that I've had in the last, like, couple of months. New era, new me, new year. I don't think there's that. It's not that people have free time. I think free time have people. There's so many people.
Yeah, it's the amount.
Yeah, like just the amount of people. It's like a bottomless ocean of personalities and cliques and all that. Like, there's still people killing it and stuff, but man, there's a lot of people. And when you have that amount of people, yeah, we are going to get invested into a CEO cheating at a Coldplay concert.
Yeah,
Hundreds of thousands of people. Someone's got access to facial recognition. They're like, oh, quick search. You know, it's probably not even that much time. Some guy's like, oh, I could search the internet. AI can search for these people's faces. Oh, they found them on Facebook. Here they are. They're the CEO's on his website. You know, in a picture, and then the AI found it. So it's probably not even that hard.
Chat room chiming in a couple of pieces here. Conway J says that his wife is smoking hot, arguably hotter or as hot as the person cheating on. Sometimes that doesn't matter. Like you
Jay, what the hell? You just need to understand. It's all about different.
It does feel different, especially without a condom.
Well, it's not just different than your wife.
Christine says the real juicy tidbit is the person they were with just got a promotion to VP and allegedly knew of their affair, indicating they were promoted for their discretion. Yeah, this
might go all the way to the president.
So
get Trump on the phone.
So first,
ankles are too swollen. He can't answer the phone.
Those things were puffy.
Can't get it. They were.
They caused their own demise, obviously. And then second, and Daniel came up with this. This is now going to be a thing on kiss cams at sporting events.
I'm calling it. This is I'm doing this first if I can.
Where people reenact the cheating, so when they get shown, they pretend to hide, and that's going to be a thing. Yeah. We're calling it right now.
Hashtag cheat too.
And
we're doing it. I'm calling it right now.
People will now do it as a joke. Yeah. Anytime they're on the kiss cam, they'll hide to like mimic this joke or whatever. Then rendering getting caught like this impossible in the future because there'll be so many fakes.
Whoa.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll never happen again.
It'll never happen again.
Did I blow your mind?
Yeah, you did.
Because,
you just predicted the future.
I just gave a little bit of clay. this motherfucker just clayed on top of it, and we made we have figured out the future.
Because
we have figured out the future.
This will be a bit because guess what?
Yeah.
In every basketball game, you know the fake engagement, and then the girl runs off, and everybody like
that's fucked out.
So that started
fucked out.
with a real engagement, and then everybody liked it so much that the promo and marketing team. Me and Daniel work for Orlando City. We know how the marketing teams work and stuff.
It's happening.
So they're like,
who's going to do it first, or did somebody do it last night? Somebody probably did it last night. It hasn't made the news cycle.
Yeah.
There was a team marketing manager that did. Somebody did it.
They get some interns that like stand in the stands.
Somebody did it.
This man walked so every cheater could run.
and because now all these different videos of people are
Get
ducking.
K. Rollins on the phone. We could do it in Orlando City to whenever the next game is.
I'll be involved.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Yeah. You could do it. You could do it. You could be our man on the inside.
I don't know. I don't remember the last time I've heard a prediction and it just feel like, that's going to happen.
Yeah. And then now
it does make it easier to take your side piece out to a concert, and it goes back to what you said. We've kind of tripleted this a bit.
I really wish I could buy stock in this tape right now.
It's gonna happen.
Well, because by the internet detectives trying to out these people for cheating, they've made cheating possible for millions of others.
They don't even know what they fucking done.
Because now
like Oppenheimer.
It's like CNN and Trump. This is kind of on you. You guys got to. You made this. You talked a lot about them.
You were creating.
Because now this will be a joke and a meme and a lot and
it's already. Have you seen the memes? My wife this morning showed me no less than 25 different memes. Her favorite being Epstein and Maxwell hugging each other. And they're like, "Oh, look, it's the kiss cam." And like, or what? I'm like, "What are you doing with your life?"
And just like the fake engagement where the guy gets down and asks the girl to marry him, and the girl runs off, and everybody's like, "Oh!" and the guy pretends to cry. You know, it's all
the mascot comes out, kisses him.
So wait,
this is going to happen with this.
Are we sort of predicting in a strange way, and we can almost make an argument now that we are seeing it, that if you are connected to social media and that's your number one form of communicating, that a lot of what you do is going to be artificial. Like a lot of even the way you act is going to be artificial, right? Like, so we're just creating a completely artificial way to communicate with each other because we're giving each other just blobs of nothing.
I think you're touching on something that I've been saying a little bit.
And I'm not high. I'm just saying.
I am a little bit. No,
that's fine. We expect it.
But Good Sauce, I was just talking about this, is that like this new culture of like 2025, and there has to be just a con, like something. I don't want to be an alarmist, but I keep thinking that something bad is going to happen because I look around and like nobody takes anything seriously for the most part, and everyone just laughs at everything. Like the first,
I love laughing at
but like then there's
now you get it.
But then I agree. But then there's some things that like, you got to pay your taxes. Like there is still a balance.
We'll talk. I got a guy.
There's still a balance.
You have to pay them, but maybe not as much as Uncle Sam really on the paper wants you to.
I wish Ross had been with us when we had our accountant. We had a radio accountant. This is a tangent. We had a radio accountant whose office was in a storage shed. And 1 year, and I'm going to blow your fucking mind.
Quit telling people this.
No, I didn't say his name. I'm not doxing.
It was a storage unit at a legitimate company. Storage.
I mean, he did have the AC on. It had the door rolled up, but Are
we talking like a fence?
Do you want to know how much I got back? Do you want to know my refund that year?
Oh no!
Do you want to know my refund from storage unit? $13,000. I got back $13,000 that year.
I think
I got back $13,000. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
What kind of storage unit accounting are you doing? And by the way, I never got caught. No one gets
He's like wearing a jigsaw mask.
No, he just had on like shorts and a t-shirt. He's like a cool old guy.
By the way, if everybody decided to do it, ruin the country.
You can't do it.
Be
Only
cool.
me and Tom. You can't do it.
But anyway,
or I'll stop doing it. You can do it.
It's crazy how things become so viral so fast and just literally are everywhere and millions upon millions, and then it ruins your life, and you'll never. And like this person it'll be a while before they get away from it, right? Because everybody knows them. Everybody in their like immediate family, friends area, like they all know it.
It's on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and social heavy now.
Everybody knows.
As of tomorrow, it'll cycle into. Expect to see it on Saturday Night Live. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
They don't get the second tier is like traditional
the
media.
jokes. Yeah.
And
what's like a little sad to me is like these are the water cooler moments now.
Yeah.
Instead of Seinfeld or literally any sitcom.
You're right.
Something that was created, something that, some guy would just snorting Adderalls and smoking Newports, writing a script, and then, what was the Who Shot Dallas? What was like the
JR, man.
Who shot
That's
JR?
burned into my brain. You want
Right?
to know why? Because my mom and dad stayed up late. They weren't like big TV people, but they were going to see Who Shot JR, man.
It's literally before I was born, and I know it kind of. I kind of butchered it, but I just like those moments are now replaced with a guy cheating at a Coldplay concert, and then we laugh at it. And what's different to me, and I think there's got to be a con to this at some point, that there's a difference between writing or laughing at something that was meant for you to laugh at, it was for your entertainment, and the consequences of seeing literal, like, oh my God, this is real life.
Yeah.
And then
Like,
we
what if
laugh at real life, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, there's gotta be a downfall coming.
Like, what if we find out years later, I mean, like way, way later, that laughter isn't all the same? Like it can't be, right? Like, what if we find out that was detrimental to us because it was literally that laughing at something like that, so sinister, or maybe something that is kind of tragic and kind of sad?
Yeah.
You're laughing at that. You're literally rewiring your emotions. There's new neural pathways, right? Sort of. I mean, I don't know.
Well, think about
maybe that's why we all don't respect each other as much now.
Everybody was like, oh, well, he was cheating, so they deserve it, right? But the punishment doesn't really fit the crime, and because the punishment goes beyond, like, obviously their partners finding out and them getting a divorce or whatever, which it looks like it happened. But it's beyond that, where this is going to affect this guy's career. This is going to affect this guy's entire family and moving forward. And, this guy's company could be negatively.
No, he's got to lean in.
He's
got to lean. It's the only way out. The only way out is to lean in.
Lean into what?
He's going to make T-shirts with their faces on it.
I love comedy. I'm obsessed with making people laugh. But I know that in my open mic stage, I started to learn that making people laugh is simply, to me, because I watched so many episodes of Rugrats, and I can tie that in later, but it's not enough to make someone laugh. I don't want to make you laugh for the wrong reasons. Listen, blackface was a thing. Americans laughed at it. And then all
Put
of a
your
sudden,
makeup down. He's putting it on. And like, put the shit down, man. Knock it off.
I know.
He's putting on an afro wing.
I said it for a reason. But it's part of the
Downey Jr. did it.
But that is enough. Then we learned, okay, maybe we should stop doing this because this is wild. This is not right. And then I don't know. I just think making people laugh is a privilege, and you can make people laugh and pull at the wrong strings to make them laugh. And I don't think it's getting the best version out of an audience, out of a human being, when they are laughing at things that I don't want to say that they shouldn't be laughing at, but laughing at things that come with consequences that are not in the room.
Yeah, like these people's lives are ruined.
Here's a little counter, and I love this particular chat room person. CD Sarah says, John Adams wrote in a newspaper one time that Thomas Jefferson was a hermaphrodite. I think we'll be okay. I like that take too, that like sometimes looking at things like, well, nothing has changed. Like literally nothing has changed.
Half the people couldn't even read back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, you understand? Everybody saw this. Everybody.
I think
if you ask someone like walking down the street, like, hey, you see this? Oh yeah. On my phone, it goes to everybody's phone now. It's different. Media is different. It's way more exposure than it ever was. Things used to be on the news and people never saw.
Well, the news is not even a blip now.
No, of course, yeah, but
it
even
got
back then,
lapped. It got lapped by push notifications.
Yeah. And then, so like...
God, I remember when...
Old media, there was things that a lot of people missed because they didn't follow it, or like they missed the 5 o'clock news and that was the only thing, or they didn't read the newspaper. Like, there's lots of things. You guys remember before social media? Like, we all didn't know the same stories.
No.
You know, like, and this time it's like all the stories get beamed to your phone, and then you're just looking at your friend's Facebook and you're like, oh, here it is. They gave it to you.
If you read the D encyclopedia and I read the L encyclopedia, we don't know anything of the same thing.
Yeah.
And to that point of like, we've, as humans, as species, we've never had this type of communication ever.
I know. Yeah.
Like,
we didn't even know how to handle it.
And I think that's the point that I get kind of weirded out by, is like, I'm not saying to like burn it all down, start all over, but I am saying is like the toothpaste is out and we do not know. We've never done this before. We've never had...
You say that a lot.
We've
about
never
the
had
internet.
50 years of this.
Yeah.
And 50 years is not that much time, and it already kind of feels like we've had 50 years of experience with this thing, with how much it's grown. Egypt went through a revolution, I think, back in like 2010 because of a Facebook group.
No, I know. Yeah.
Shit is different. That doesn't happen necessarily with a newspaper. The biggest thing about humans...
It was a buy-sell trade Pokemon group.
like the biggest thing with humans en masse is that you can't control them. Well... Now, internet, it's hard to run a chat room, but it's got movement. Like, we've never had this level of togetherness and also not being very connected.
I get worried sometimes. I'm like, I remember, when cigarettes first came out, everyone's like, smoke them if you got them. They're good for you. Like, oh, you're pregnant?
It was a digestive.
Take the stress off smoking.
It's a digestive.
And then everyone's smoking, and they're like, hey, the government...
Well, I got a tummy ache. Go have a cigarette.
No one's saying this is bad for me. Everybody's just, like, there's no warnings, and then all of a sudden, years later, like, oh, this is bad. And then
Why'd you do an Asian voice? That's weird.
Is that going to be similar to the internet and social media, and like how it's just all open? Everyone's like, hey, do whatever you want. And then 50 years from now, we're gonna be like, oh shit, remember in the early 2000s, everybody's just...
I'll be an internet creature. They'll be like, what happened to Dan?
It fucked up our brains.
Yeah.
Well, people ask me all the time, get Ross, tell me a funny comedian, give me a good special to watch. Ronnie Chang. Ronnie Chang's Netflix specials, all of them, great. He has a perfect stand-up joke as an opening, and it's talking about exactly that, comparing internet usage to smoking, and about how in the future, outside of hospitals, they'll have internet sections outside that you can go over there and scroll. And that you have to be 18.
You should check that out.
18 and older to be on social media because it's bad for your health.
Yeah, it is.
Well, that just goes to show you two people think of the same shit.
Because Ronnie Chang is
or 20 years you are Carlos Mencia.
Yeah, but 20 years ago, I would have been accused of like, oh, you stole that from Chang.
Oh God, no.
And normally it's Chang stealing from us. That's a China joke. That's a China joke.
That's done, by the way, too. We all now steal from each other to the point where Daniel was telling me, like, all these bands are coming out, and it's like, it sounds like Turnstile. Turnstile's so popular that all these bands are trying to mimic their sound. And
it's been about 3 years since the Pink album, Glow On. I think that's the name of the album. And you can real time see from our distribution company that we work with that we're allowed to play these songs. That's why we're allowed to play commercial music on the show. So I'll go through all the shows. I was telling him this morning, out of like maybe 30 bands, what did I say? 7 of them said like sounds like Turnstile. And I'm like, that's a really, really high percentage over a 3-year period of these kids getting this music beamed into their eyes, and then they can turn on a freaking dime.
It used to be frowned upon to mimic the sound of another band, and now everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna,
anything goes."
It feels very digital dog eat digital world. Like it's a
anything
dog,
to become famous.
Anything.
I'll just do the same thing this guy's doing, and maybe I could be famous too.
Well, there are people that do that. Like there are influencers that get their start, and I'm not going to say that this particular person got their start this way, but there's like a trans influencer that I was like I knew of from like the drag community, and this particular person would went and had like a psychotic episode and was like pissing their pants and acting crazy in front of the cops and just being really rude to people, all this kind of crazy shit. And guy's like super famous over time, and then kind of like changed their ways and is now like a good person. And it's like, well, I got there and I'm good, and like, okay, here I am. And I'm famous.
Yeah.
And I know I like kind of blipped that and made it like way too small and left out many details.
But I understood all of it because
it's like people will use anything to get there.
Fringe things. Yeah. You know, you got to be 12 out of 10 to sometimes to be seen every now and then. You have to be either really, really good or really, really bad or super, super crazy or really, really smelly or you've never seen anybody with this teeth before.
Yeah, you gotta stand apart in a world of crazy.
Yeah, and when it comes to that entertainment hustle and just this type of communication, I feed the beast, absolutely. I love making good quality videos, and sometimes they go viral, sometimes that they don't. But here, I can tell you that the best advice that I never took, without a doubt, make a video, million shares, a literal million shares on one platform.
Congratulations.
We wrote the script, we acted, we got the location, we nailed it. One of the most seen things I've ever made. And I remember after my friend looked at me and went, "Ross, dude, great job. Now make 20 more." Do the same thing 20 more times.
Yeah.
And throughout my entire comedy, everything outside of one Orlando storyline, sequels are, I want to fuel the core, the well that got me there in the first place, not the same place over again.
Yeah,
and
it's impossible to mimic that, because to come up with a viral video. I mean, of course, it's impossible because if you could do it, you'd be insanely rich.
Yeah, every time.
And it seems like right place, right time, mixed with other factors that you don't even know about. For instance, this has happened before for sure, where people have been put on a kiss cam or some sort of camera at some event,
and it's gone viral.
And not
for these reasons.
But they probably ducked out and didn't want to be seen, right? And then this has happened, and then like it just turned into nothing. People weren't filming it for whatever reason, or
I
it didn't
think Chris Martin really deserves a little more credit.
Because the
fact that he...
Oh, is that an affair?
Yeah, and also, something I said to Andrew, I go...
And then people are like, I think people wouldn't have probably spread it if Chris Martin have never said that.
Correct. And also, I love that Brits will take something that is really bad and make it sound sort of elegant, because I would say... "You fucking cheater," but then he's like, "Oh, they must be having an affair."
Yeah, I got real married.
Like when the Brits are talking about soccer, they'll be like, "It's a very spicy affair today."
Now I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I thought I was looking for competition. I'm in the mood for a buffet.
Yeah, like it's very like they say an affair, and an affair always sounds better.
So, Ross, before we go to break, you mentioned buying a piece of art. Let's talk about that.
Dude.
First piece? Are you an art collector? Or
This is not my first piece of art. I have bought art from, I'll say, my favorite local artist, Cake Marquez.
Oh, you have a Cake Marquez piece?
I have a Cake Marquez piece.
Can you? I want a Cake Marquez piece.
I know you want a Cake Marquez. If you know, you know. I do have a cake.
Well, I know. And Cake's art... Jeez, I don't even know how to describe it.
It's small. I have a small Cake Marquez, but
I don't know. That name means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can Google that quickly.
He just does really cool, like hyper realistic, but it's also got his own twist on it. But this new piece of art is not from Cake Marquez. This is from Mischief, which is like an art collective out of New York.
Okay.
And I've been following them for a while here. And I saw it on their newsletter. I was like, ooh, that's an interesting piece of art. It's called King Solomon's Baby.
All right.
Do you know the story of King Solomon's Baby?
I don't.
Bible?
Is this the baby that, hey, don't cut that baby in half. Give it to that lady. Oh, we know you're the true mother. Is it that thing?
That is the story of King Solomon's Baby.
No,
it's in the Bible.
Tell me the story.
Sorry, that's a Little Daddy Bible. I'm like, it's all stuffed in there somewhere. I got to dig out all these papers.
It's in the
I like
Bible.
A good violent Bible story.
It is.
Oh, they're all violent.
This is, I would say, the most violent of all Bible stories, where a baby either gets threatened to get chopped in half or does, I believe, get chopped in half.
I thought it was a threatened to be
was it
chopped
threatened?
in half. Yeah, I didn't think the baby was
Well,
chopped.
what's the moral to the story?
Well, I forgot it. But
well, look, you know the story, right? It's like I think there are two women that claim to be the mothers of this baby, right? And they're like,
Okay.
"Oh, I'm the mother of the baby." No,
Okay.
I'm the mother of the baby. No, I'm the mother of the baby. Okay.
Back then, it's reverse Maury Povich.
yeah.
It's like they
And then
wanted
so
the baby.
king, I think the king.
it's Jesus Povich, dude.
Short of the longest, I think the king is like, well, I mean, since you guys can't agree and we don't know who the baby is, then in order to stop you guys from fighting over the baby, I'm just gonna kill the baby.
No, all right.
And they're like,
the king's a monster.
and then one of the ladies is
Freaks
like,
out.
whatever you must do, my king. And then the other lady's like, and then she's like, you're the mom, and gives her the baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's like, I figured it out, you fucking scam artist.
Yeah. So that's the name.
That's
of
my version, by the way.
Yeah.
If you want to buy my
You fucking
Bible,
scam artist.
I'm working on my version of all these old Bible tales, and it'll be out 2026. So look for it.
For God so loved this fucking place. All right, he gave up a lot of shit for us.
He died on this fucking wood, man.
So the name of the art piece is called King Solomon's Baby.
Okay.
It's a $100,000, 18-foot baby sculpture.
You're blowing up.
You bought this?
Buckle up.
So,
Wait, describe it again for Tom.
It's a $100,000, 18-foot foam baby sculpture.
okay, 18 foot tall or wide?
Just tall, yeah.
Okay.
It's probably about 7 or 8 feet wide.
And who's
Okay.
the artist again? Can I find it
Yeah,
online?
Mischief. If you just type in King Solomon's Baby,
So
you're gonna
is
see
the baby standing?
It's laying down.
Okay, oh, it's laying down.
it's laying down, and I believe it's naked.
Okay, all right.
Baby art. Hold on, I'll put
Is it?
art on the end.
I don't know
'cause-
why this matters. Is it a girl baby or a boy baby?
It's a boy. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, right there.
It is. Here it is. I'm going there. All right.
Boom, baby.
Okay,
Okay,
here,
oh,
you want to
it's
see it?
one-
Brace
okay.
yourselves, everybody. Here is
Okay.
Ross's giant baby. That's
Okay.
a ginormous mega baby.
So it's laying down, the 18-foot wide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
That is a huge baby.
It's about as big as my boat, and then
And used more. I think.
and it's
All right.
white. It's not colored at all.
Yeah.
And it's enormous.
You
It
can't
looks like
say
a
that. You can't say colored
Probably
babies.
it doesn't have a color.
Oh my God, Uncle Remus over here.
Jesus
Christ.
No.
Next, you're going to be talking about the tar babies in the
I mean,
Briar
it has
Patch.
no color.
Oh
I
my
haven't even
God, I'm going to have
colored.
to edit that out. You can't say
I'm sorry.
colored baby.
No, I didn't mean like that.
So here's the thing about this art that made me go, oh man, I kind of like this more and more. I find out about the little gimmick, the shtick, the story behind it. King Solomon's Baby, cut the baby in half. You get the baby, you get the baby. Well, with this piece of art, someone bought that baby for $100,000.
Okay.
A second bidder bought the other half for $50,000. A third bidder bought a third for $33,000. The first bidder's bid, by the way, who bought the entire baby, has also now gone down $33,000.
Okay, so why are they bidding or like taking multiple bids?
I think that's part of the art.
That is
Oh, okay.
part of the
Yeah, so
art.
you got to be a weirdo creative like us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to jack your dick to some creative shit to be like that, dude.
So they
Part of the
opened
art
up-
is now he's in the piece.
So they had the bidding go out to a total of 1,000 pieces of the baby. They had the sale went live. It was, I think, the last Tuesday, this past Tuesday or Monday, and it sold out in 6 hours.
Okay.
That's fast.
They sold that baby for $100,000, and now
1,000 pieces at a time.
They are slicing the baby kind of like roast beef from top to bottom of this baby sculpture. And inside of the baby sculpture, if you go to KingSolomonsBaby.com, I think, if you find the official website, you can see what the pieces of art are going to look like when they are laid flat. Because inside, you have a white layer, you also have a red layer, and then you have a white
Oh, he's
dot.
got I can't show the bottom part of the baby. I'm glad he.
yeah.
I didn't realize that this baby had a big old. No, he doesn't. It's a little baby penis.
And then so they're gonna slice it, and then that's gonna be the art art that 1,000 different people get.
So me and along with 999 other people will now own a piece of this art.
No, it's sold out.
And so is each slice... they
Yeah,
slice. Okay, so it's
those-
not 18 foot long. They slice it, I guess,
like
horizontally,
like
or
sheets.
vertically. Yeah,
vertically, and then we will all be getting unique, different parts of the baby. It is by far the weirdest piece of art I have ever purchased.
I'm into it, dude.
So
Yeah, this is weird.
and then you and 999.
Oh, okay.
those- you
Here are
see-
some of the slices.
Those are the slices. Those are going to be the pieces that get sent out to 1,000 other people.
Okay, so how the hell did you find out about this?
I
And
bid-
how much did you bid for one slice?
So I think my bid was like $130, but the thing is, everybody ended up paying $100 plus like $50 for shipping.
Okay, all right. That's how they got to 100,000. A brilliant idea by this
Brilliant.
artist.
And that is honestly, if I'm being brutally transparent here, it's why I bought it. Because when I first heard about this piece of art, I was kind of like stuck in my mind. I kept thinking about it, like, how the hell is this really going to work? That are they going to find somebody to pull the trigger on the first purchase of $100,000 for a damn 18-foot baby? Allegedly, they did. And now, and the 50,000 and the 33.
Well, really, don't you only have to say you did?
Well, that as well. You could do that.
Yeah,
I mean, because
that's
now
what- that's
Kiss
what I
Cam's
would
got
do,
me
yeah.
thinking everything.
Yeah, you know?
Let's just be famous.
Now-
Christine says, a person in the chat room says, she entered a mischief game that allowed her to vote for and ostracize other players with the intent to be last man standing to win $119,000, but you can only see other people's Venmo handles. So this guy's all about, like, making his art, like tons of people involved.
Mischief is this weird. They're like I don't know. I don't even know any of their names. I just have been following them in
Is
and
it
out.
an art collective?
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
like the Art Avengers. I think they're out of Brooklyn too, and they
That
just
sounds
do
cool.
some of the weirdest, most boundary. Do you guys remember like the viral red boots? That like weird.
I was just talking about those. I wanted to buy
That's
those stupid
Mischief.
mischief boots. Yeah, I know who Mischief is.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I didn't know in what capacity is it true art or is it fashion or is it everything? Is
What
it a
is that?
brand?
I
is
think
it like
it's
Supreme?
I think
Like,
it's
what is it?
everything. I think they do these wild projects. If you have like, they're just a really fun. I don't even want to call them boundary pushing, but they make me think. And
You said the worst thing you can say on the show.
Yeah,
Fun.
yeah.
you lost
But
him there.
The reason why I bought this is because as soon as I heard about the idea, it inspired me to be like, damn, I think I'm gonna make $100,000. I have to make $100,000 project. This baby literally made $100,000.
Well,
Well,
this baby-
I want to make $100,000. Now you got me.
Well, hold on
All
a
the
second.
other
I
art
want to make
items-
$100,000 too if you guys are doing it.
Yeah,
You guys
like-
wanna- and the listeners probably do as well.
That piece of art, just I don't know. I'm gonna hang it up in my studio, and I'm always gonna be like, nah, it's hard, but it's doable.
Oh, I got it. So we cut off little pieces of your tattoo skin, right? And then
Why is it gonna be
stretch
me?
Oh yeah.
Let's- why don't we bit some of your pubes into a Ziploc bag and start selling those?
Well, okay, I'll do that.
I've got ideas.
Sell my pubes and want some of Daniel's tattoos.
You want my toenails and his pubes?
I've got different ideas. There's so many ways. I've got. And like I guess what I would
The
like to
only
ask
idea.
you guys and all of the awesome listeners is
We've done this. Oh
what's
my
your
God,
phone
we
baby?
did this. We fucking done this.
What's your phone baby? Find your 18
our carpet
foot.
was our phone. Our carpet was the baby.
Well,
We've done this. Tell Ross what we did with our carpet.
well with the leftover carpet, we
paid for our carpet with a bit.
We turned it into little like mats,
Little door
like
rugs.
doormats.
Awesome.
With the
With
leftover.
the leftover carpet. So
And-
everybody got a piece of this carpet. It was just like about a...
Some guy had to run it through like the
He did it in
stitching
my
machine.
garage.
Yeah, because you have to stitch all the sides.
He did
of
it
a
in my
doormat.
garage and he smoked patchouli cigarettes and he
Yeah.
stunk.
Didn't know that was a thing. Well, who smokes patchouli cigarettes?
Yeah, he stunk.
The hell?
He stunk.
The thing is, you need the gigantic following to even, to even pull something like this off. Because if anybody out that didn't have a following try to do this, it gets no traction.
You're really here to make people feel bad about themselves, aren't you?
It's all right. Hey, listen. If I'm gonna throw down what I'm into, I gotta have a titanium chin. You're right. You do need that platform.
So what is your baby going to be?
The baby. All right. So, all right.
Do you have an idea?
I do. I'm going to tell you guys this.
Okay,
I told you before the pod. I was like, "This is my idea. I'm not going to tell you guys this," but now I'm definitely.
Well,
gonna
don't
tell you.
ruin it if it's something you want to do.
No,
Well,
really.
I don't know. We already talked about it on the last podcast. We want to get into street art. I want to make street art. There is no street art here in Orlando, and there's plenty of different ideas, but the hardest part is spending $300 to $500 on some of the most ridiculous things that your brain can conjure up, and the amount of confidence, blind confidence you need to spend $300 on like fake milk cartons to stack up to make a milk carton Optimus Prime or
Oh,
whatever
that's
the
badass.
project may be.
Yeah, I like that.
Maybe you start making, how about 3 to 4 foot 3D printed anal lizards?
All right, okay.
Yeah.
Now where's the money?
All right.
Ross? That's all I care about.
All right, there's one thing, there's one way, and I will break it down. I have an idea that brings in money, and I want to do it so bad. Maybe you guys can get down on the ground floor.
All right, okay.
I want to make a Creed cult.
All right, now
The band, Creed?
Now when
Or any band.
when you
Okay.
when you started,
Cuba stinks up there for me, but
I will say right before the show, you're like, I'm not going to talk about this, and then you told me the idea, and I was trying to follow it.
you lost Tom on it.
All right.
Yeah. You lost Tom at about turn 3.
And then I'm like, oh my
I saw
god.
that. And the listeners, you lost them as well, but they were very kind, and they're like, yeah. Sounds great. Yeah.
This is what I know. Sounds crazy, but ever since I bought this piece of art, it's got my brain thinking in different ways, and this is the last way it's thought of that really stuck out to me. Right now, the band Creed is kind of like Shrek, where Shrek has hit this weird renaissance.
Oh, is Shrek back?
Shrek is back, ironically and non-ironically. There's
Yeah.
a new Shrek movie coming out. We laughed at Shrek
There
so
is
much
a new Shrek movie
that
coming
it
out?
got back cool again. That happens all the time. I fully expect that to happen with one of my favorite terms you introduced me to, butt rock.
Oh, butt rock.
Okay,
yeah.
now-
Anything but rock.
Let's take a break. I want to hear this right after the break.
yeah. Yeah.
Because
That was a tease. That felt good.
That is a great team.
That felt good. I'm not gonna lie. That
what
felt
happens
right.
next is gonna blow your mind. Because I heard this idea and I was like, "What?"
The name of the singer, and he's one of my favorites, Curtis Harding. Got a brand new album coming out called Departures and Arrivals. This is the song Time. It's really, really good. Pick of the week type stuff. We'll be right back with more on Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan right after you hear some Curtis Harding. You want to freestyle?
No, come on.
Yeah, the beat's done anyway. Don't worry about it. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Ross Padgett's here.
Always down to freestyle.
Ross.
Oh, I forgot you love
yeah,
freestyling.
yeah. You should have asked Ross.
Yeah. Sorry, beat's done.
Are you
Next time.
Plug one of your shows coming up because I know you have some actual sketch comedy shows, right?
Well, this Sunday I'll be performing for the Jiggy Food Festival, which sounds insane as a complete sentence as it leaves my mouth. But Jiggy is a comedian who's done all these shows with Impractical Jokers.
We know Jiggy.
Yeah.
We're buddies with. I
I-
thought he changed his name to Mark Jaguar, what his real name, or like.
Is it like his last name is like McJiggy Lillian?
McJiggy, yeah.
It's got Jiggy in it somewhere.
Jig Millionaire is his last.
I'll be doing that this Sunday. So
Oh, awesome.
Nice.
yeah, check out his awesome. It's like a food comedy
He has
festival.
a cooking thing, yeah.
Where is
It's
it
so
at?
cool. I believe it's at. I don't want to speak out of turn. I don't want to say the wrong address. I'll give you that
and this
answer
is like
later.
Yeah,
the
go
third or
Ross's
fourth
social.
time he's done it, or year
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah,
he's
and
done
every
it.
time I've done it, I've always been blown away. This is his 18-foot baby. Every
Yeah.
time he does this festival, this is his piece of art that's super creative.
Did you just call it a festival, like a little baby?
I did. It slipped out, and I wanted to gloss over it.
Well, he doesn't let us.
Yeah.
He
He
doesn't
doesn't
let
let
us.
you gloss.
Ross, you know what I'm saying? It drives me crazy.
I don't know if
any
I-
misspeak.
Only little babies go to festivals.
I don't know if it's cringe
That's
for me
all
to
he
say
hears.
this, but I feel I don't know if I'm the best parts or the worst parts of both of you.
You're the best.
Because I flip because I'm like super creative, but then I'm also
You're
like,
best.
man, he heard festival.
You're super creative and you mispronounce words, and then they're both of us. Oh, fuck you. Anyway, so we have a couple listeners in watching the show. And
We
that's
do, yeah.
One of the perks of being a BDM is that you can reach out and say like, hey, can I come in the studio?
And then when you knock on the door, we'll answer and be like, oh my God,
we're
we
always-
forgot. We forgot.
We're
Oh, we
always
forgot.
surprised
Oh,
every
God.
time.
Oh my God.
We don't write it down.
It's part of the bit. It's part of the product.
He mentioned that the Solomon's Baby moral was
I got clothes but no cigar.
one of the ladies are like you could let the other lady have it if you're gonna kill it, and then Solomon was like,
Yeah.
okay, well you're the true mom, so that's what the
Yeah.
thing was. Anyway, so you're Solomon's Baby.
My Solomon's
we
Baby.
got
My
to Creed for some reason.
All right.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Well,
no.
okay. We got from Solomon's Baby to him wanting his own Solomon's Baby, which will be his new Creed Colt.
Yeah.
Let's start there.
It's a Creed Colt. I am trying to predict the future as if I get as much as the future accurate, as much as your take about how cheaters are going to be okay now in front of kiss cams. I feel very confident about my $100,000 trek here.
Okay, all right.
So you have to, I'm trying to predict the future. Butt Rock is about to take the Shrek route. It's about to get cool again for non-ironic reasons and for ironic reasons happening at the same time.
Is it a cyclical play, you think, in some way?
If I look at the popularity of Shrek, it was made for me when I was a kid. I grew up. All of a sudden, I loved it when I was a kid. I don't like it because I'm 18. Now, all of a sudden, I'm a little bit older. I miss the magic of my youth. I go, man, what really captured? I have a kid. Oh, Shrek. Shrek is cool again. Same thing with Butt Rock. Yeah.
Okay, right there.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah.
So Creed.
Oh,
what's the
yeah.
other
Okay,
one?
hold on. I know exactly what you're saying. Nobody say anything else. You were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heaven let your light shine down.
Right?
Right?
That's a
Heaven let your light shine down.
This stuff, I think, is about to catch fire all over again.
What was the
right.
name of that band, for Christ's sake?
Now, what I am thinking is, I'm trying to capitalize that. I'm trying to make
Yeah.
a fidget spinner. I'm
What
trying
did
to
you
make.
say? Hold on. what-
Collective Soul.
Collective Soul. Thank you. All right.
I'm trying to
to.
pursue my white whale, get my King Solomon baby on. This is what I'm thinking. This is my best attempt as of right now, 2025, July 20 something, whatever.
All right.
Not even
18th.
20, 18.
18th.
I was close.
Yeah.
I'm going to put stickers all over Orlando. Stickers, magnets with a QR code. The QR code would bring you to a Venmo.
Okay.
Now, the words on that sticker, I have to smooth some details out here. Join the Creed cult. $1 at Venmo or just maybe the QR code. Call number when dollar sent.
Okay. All right.
That makes sense to me. I don't think you need to massage that more.
Oh, yeah,
I
yeah.
got that.
I need
got
those.
that.
I need those
I
points
need you to
across.
dumb it down a little more for me.
Join the Creed cult for $1. Call number
You could
after
do-
you send dollar.
You could do
Okay.
scan,
Scan,
donate dollar,
donate dollar,
call,
call.
and then
Okay.
the number under call.
Creed
Scan,
cult.
donate dollar, call.
Butt rock cult.
1, 2, 3.
I think it has to be Creed cult.
Okay. All right.
Which now you're
What
on
if? What if it could be? What if you were the Disturbed?
it could be. I'm still looking for a band to really exploit and take advantage of for this to work. So Creed is just still the zenith of it for me.
Yeah.
You know, like that really describes the vibe and what I'm looking for with this weird project of mine. You're on a date. Now you're thinking, Ross, that's such a dumb idea. That's not going to work.
Okay.
You're on a date.
You predicted. I was thinking.
Right?
Also, people are Robert in our chat room, and I love Robert. He's one of our greatest chat room listeners. He doesn't understand the term butt rock. The term butt rock comes from the stations that say,
We don't play anything but rock.
that's what it's from.
Yeah.
And the music is it's comes straight out your asshole, so it's butt rock.
Yeah. That Nickelback, that Creed.
Oh, yeah.
But I understand his confusion.
Little
'cause
Hooba Stank.
I think
Hooba, Pearl Jam, which I think Pearl Jam is like the zenith of it and
like,
the originator.
I take too much pain pills and I get butt rocks. Constipated.
I call those the pooty pebbles, but that's fine.
So although on the surface it's an out there idea, but you're out a bar, you're with your friends, you're on a date, you see that sticker, you already had a beer.
I would scan it. I'm trying to answer your question honestly.
Yeah.
I see it on a trash can. I'm walking with Andrea. We're walking to the Current seafood counter. We're going to get a sandwich. I'm in Ivanhoe area. I see the sticker. I scan it. We're laughing about it and introduce Maisie to Creed.
And guess what happens?
I give you $1. Tell me what happened. So I gave you $1.
You gave me $1.
Yeah.
You call that number. You will then hear one of me and my team on the other line repeating Creed lyrics for roughly 55 to 60 seconds, kind of with like hostage vibes as well. Like we have to sound like a cult member.
Is this live or recording?
Live.
Okay, wow. There's a lot of boots on the ground. There's a lot of
live.
Yeah,
We have
already
to-
you need employees.
We have, we have to put in the work. I'm not saying we don't
someone's
have to put
going
in the work.
be by a phone at all times.
Not at all times. You could schedule a time for it, possibly.
Yeah.
You could go like, I think it might even be funnier and more interesting and more attractive if it just says Wednesdays, 8:30 p.m.
I agree.
I think that's also part of the
I
allure
agree.
and part of the charm that I'm putting the curiosity in your cat so I can kill it.
I agree. Those are the hours you sit idly by. You know, you could have it go to your cell phone, but then also you need a recording and a way for people to leave you messages in between.
And so then maybe I get back to them.
Yeah.
And then this is all right. Now here's the product, right? You got to give them the good. Imagine you call that number and then you just hear me go, I am back when I heard thunder, but I am down to one last prayer. And will it let me stay? Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking.
Such a good song. I love that song.
Maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Your name is now Balthazar. You are member 3. Click. That's your dollar experience.
That's it. So your name is now Balthazar. Your number is 3.
By the way, you're 6.
And that's it.
You're 6 feet from the edge. You're not even close. You have to call me when you're 1 foot.
6 feet from the edge is comically not that suicidal.
You're far as hell. From
You're not even good at killing yourself if you're 6 feet from the edge.
I never noticed that before.
I'm gonna drown. You're
I
3 feet in.
I don't know if he's known for his intelligence when writing lyrics.
How many people you think are gonna donate the $1?
It depends on the sticker count. It depends on the investment. And I would also like to point out that I'm not going to sit here and guarantee you that this is going to work. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I do believe if I run 10 of these projects, and if I run 10 of these, I don't need 10 of them to hit hard. I need one of them.
Yeah.
I need one of my solemn babies to grow up to a toddler here. I'm speaking
you're
in
not
like
really
weird
wrong.
metaphorical tongues now, and I apologize, but
get it.
I'm trying to galvanize. I'm trying to. This is like this. I've done jokes. I've made videos, and now I think street art is just so unbelievably cool, and I want to drench Orlando. And some people will call it trash. And they're kind of not wrong. You could throw it away. I will not be offended.
Well,
whatever we do.
It's like the artists we have in town that do weird stuff like installations and stuff like David Lawrence. He does that pile of trash that's over there with Busdecker's wife. And when I was over there watching Busdecker's wife's ceramics, like I went next door and this guy, I loved it. I thought it was Maisie loved it. We took Maisie over there. Me and Maisie took photos he has like a pile of trash and you just take photos in the pile of trash. That's the art. And I loved it. Maisie loved it. She's like,
what kind of trash?
Oh, just like newspaper ads, like an old tin can, like pots and pans, a ravioli can.
So it's like a comical,
it's just
stereotypical
funny.
trash, not like real trash.
No, not dirty, not like getting us gross, but like just like clean but trash. A bunch of just piled up like paper and stuff, and then we're like jumping in it and we're like throwing it. And me and Andrea got in there. We're laying on top of each other. We're taking photos. It was fun, man. It was awesome.
I know it's an insane idea, but I do believe if I have 9 brothers and sisters of this same ilk, if I keep photosynthesizing this part of my brain, I just have this weird feeling like, yeah, I think one of these things is going to take off. If the Creed cult were to hit hard, right?
Yeah.
And people start talking without me talking.
Well, that's the
if
hits
all
the
goes
hardest.
to plan,
That
this
hits the
is
hardest.
the only time I ever talk about this into a microphone. This will be it. If it does happen, I will always pretend like it is not me, and you would have to play this in court.
Right.
Now,
right. Gotcha.
Which
A
I
Banksy
hope
moment.
my guys got my
Yeah,
back
we
and
do.
say no.
I'll delete it. A Banksy moment. It's not worth that much.
there is money in the Colts. Like you had me with Colt. Now the problem is with the
Well,
Venmo.
you like a lot of the sexy. He likes
The
a lot
QR
of the the sexual deviant cults with the robes and the jaggy daggers. He loves a twisty dagger, a virgin, titties.
I thought you were like, well, if you are
An ox.
if you are somehow related to God, why do you want to bang my wife? Weird.
It's the only thing I don't know. I feel a mental block between me and your wife. I can't read her thoughts. I feel if I get inside her, I'll be able to break through.
You have to bang my wife. That's part of it.
Yeah, that's part of the rules.
You're
Sorry.
just playing acoustic guitar.
Hey,
Now you want
it's
to.
not my rules. It was the God before me.
Anyway, the QR code.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people, I imagine,
They're
are
back.
They're like me, where I hate.
Yeah, but COVID
using QR codes.
Okay.
Even
Had
QR
we not had COVID, QR codes would still be dead.
I know,
I'll die on that hill.
He's right.
COVID saved that shit, and now we're supposed to do it. How many of you, and I'm not doing stand-up, how many of you every day to log into something have to get your phone and then put it on your screen, and then get your screen to talk to your phone to get your computer to talk to your phone?
The big dogs are using the QR codes as well, and I'm also
it.
with you. And here's the thing: this goes back to a little callback here from the front nine of this little show that we're ripping and roaring today. I don't think people have free time. I think free time has people.
Write that down.
Right?
That's your teacher.
I think.
Wow.
Put that on
My
a QR
God, put
code.
a cat underneath that, and that's a fucking $100,000 idea.
I don't think that everyone's gonna scan that QR code. But
I would.
I'm looking for the person who goes, what?
Andrea would. My wife would.
If I can drive the emotion into somebody when they are not expecting it to go, what? That is hard to make, and it's hard to conjure. And it would be really cool to be able to deliver anything after that. Hence this weird, cult-like singing of Creed songs on the other side of a phone call.
I like it.
Your idea is fine.
I like the idea.
You need a recording because of the goddamn employees.
You're trying to automate it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All right.
This guy bring you into
Okay.
but Tom's gonna bring you into the modern age with some automation.
All right, I'm not afraid of that.
And then you need to hire homeless people to stick your stickers around. Because
but sometimes they'll just put them in the trash.
and
we dealt with that with Tom and Dad. Do you know we had to go beat this old man up to get our? We're like, where'd you throw our stickers away, you motherfucker? We're
Did you guys? You gave your stickers to homeless people,
and then we were
I thought they
we
wanted-
didn't see any of them. We started in Baldwin and was supposed to go from Baldwin to the we call it the rough side of the tracks over whatever this road is out here, and we didn't see any of the stickers. And then we saw the bum and we're like, hey, where are our stickers? And I'm pretty sure he put them behind the Walgreens up here.
Okay. So Ross,
You know where we found them? Underneath a big old stack of old Panini stickers. Oh, like the Panini bugs?
he's just running this weird sticker business.
Yeah,
dude. He's got
stupid.
multiple.
That's
stickers.
the last time we.
all right.
Anyway.
Since we're sharing ideas, I'll
Yeah.
share an idea
All right.
with you, Ross. And this is a more of a dad-centric idea.
I like that.
I think other dads could use to enhance their kids' parties or entertainment on the weekends. So I got my youngest son, Max. His birthday is this Sunday. He's turning 10.
Jesus,
And
congratulations, Max.
No.
That's nuts.
Now I got a 10 and 11-year-old. The one's going to middle school.
Oh,
I was
God.
like, oh,
Oh,
my
they're splitting
God.
schools this year, right?
Yeah. I got to take them all. Yeah.
my
Fucking safety patrol 7 in the morning. And
Yeah.
Tommy's school to start at 9:30.
Were you safety patrol? Safety patrol's cool now.
What?
Yeah.
I had it for a little bit.
It's way cool now.
I
It's
think I
not like
stopped. I think I quit.
Yeah,
I think I turned in my badge.
I made fun of nerds, but it's not nerds now. It's cool. Anyway.
They just slam it down on the principal's. I'm too old for this shit. Glover. Anyway,
I want out.
So I got this from my buddy the Wizard, who constantly buys or doesn't even buy them, gets free trampolines on Facebook Marketplace and other free jungle gyms.
Hillbilly jumping junk.
We
call it? Yeah.
Hillbilly
So
jumping.
and this exists all over the place on Facebook
Swing
Marketplace.
sets, climbing
yeah.
towers.
What is a big half a tire?
Yeah, like he's had, I'm not even joking, 8 different trampolines in his backyard. Well, he'll get them, they'll rust out a little bit, then he'll just, if they're not too bad, he'll just put them up for free and some other guy will take them. So it's just like you're borrowing them for free.
Yeah.
Now, the problem is when you have to go pick them up, you have to, dismantle it, then put it back together. So there's some legwork.
There's a little bit of work involved.
So, I was like, Max's birthday party's this Sunday. What can we get? Because we can get a super expensive, slide from a rental place.
With the goddamn slide.
But they don't fit in my backyard because I put too many plants.
Well, also, I think
So-
you've done it every year. You got to switch it up, man.
You go slide every year?
Yeah.
Well, I used to, but now, like I said, I
At
put
some
too
point,
many
you just
plants.
got to buy a full-time slide.
They're
like
$5,000.
No, some of the ones you've rented, the jumbo ones, are
Yeah.
$14,000, man. They're huge.
They're commercial. But anyway,
That's how much blowers.
14K is what he got from his taxes.
So,
it's a wash.
13K.
13.
But I have a grand I could kick in to buy one.
So I started looking through Facebook Marketplace, hey, maybe there's something fun that someone's selling or whatever that I could get cheap just for Max's birthday. And then after his birthday's done,
That is such a fundamental difference in us. Is that if I needed anything for Maisie's party, I just go to the internet and I type it in. I don't go to Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, well, that's
not
where
my first choice.
That's where the value, because if I buy it new, then it's first full price, then it's just gonna rot in my backyard, and then
But the waste of time of digging through all of the $1 Jordans and $1 Ferraris.
No, you put it in
ladies' titties.
It's good.
And
No,
it's all
no.
a bunch of junk.
I put pool, fun, toys, and then it comes all this stuff. So then I stumbled across.
You want me to put it up?
I gotta put it up
Here,
on Ross.
let's
Check this
see if
out.
Ross can
This
see
is for birthday?
Yeah.
There we
I
go.
found this on Facebook Marketplace. It's a inflatable bull for your pool.
An inflatable bowl for your pool. Somebody write that down. That's fantastic.
It is.
It's a bowl for your pool.
It's got a big inflatable ring and then an inflatable bull in the middle. And
So it's
then-
just like a regular pool float, except it has a bull in the center of it.
yeah. But it
Yeah.
is made for the kids to get on, or adult women,
Yeah.
or
With their-
men, whatever
yeah.
you like. I don't know, because it's funny because the guy actually kept the original
How much to
box.
get your wife riding that pants?
Okay, hold on. That's what's happening after the.
Oh, really?
Then the kids go inside
Yeah.
for cake.
And then let's baby oil crazy.
You told me about a kid's birthday party one time where the MILFs, once the kids went inside, it turned into a MILF after party.
Yeah.
And then
That's
that's
what
where
happens.
we're going to get all our wives on this bull once
Yeah.
we get good and drunk. And the box, they kept the original box.
Here, I'll put the box
And
up.
then
The box is badass.
on the
Look at the
box-
box. There's a hot lady dumping water on her hair.
I cannot describe to you how
on,
grotesque that inflatable is, dude.
Yeah,
Look at this. Look at this
It is
lady. Hold on.
used, all right.
I'm gonna zoom in. Look at that. Look
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
lady on the bull.
Yeah, look at that.
God, I'm so wet. On this
She's having a blast.
That other photo is one of
Do
the
you want the
most
other one?
phallic looking things.
This one?
It took me a while.
The bull is shaped like a wiener. It
it is
no
kinda
tail.
shaped like a
Dude,
cock.
it's absolute Dick City.
Yeah. Never thought about that. That's with the kids.
That's all I saw.
Yeah.
Look,
Well,
it's very
just because there's no need for legs. You
Yeah,
understand?
they
To
took
fit
the
pool.
legs off.
Yeah. But
Who
it's
knew
got
a
the
bull with
horns.
no legs looks like a penis with two fangs coming out the top of it? I never knew that.
So I'm picking this up today, downtown Orlando.
Downtown? Hold on.
I already
Where, you go to Buddy
negotiated.
Dyer's house?
I negotiated with this guy. We settled on $55. He put it up for 70. I went 50. He said 55.
That's
I
a
said
good deal. That's a $99 float all day long. Well
And
done.
I asked him. I was like, "Is there any leaks?" He said, "No leaks." I have to just trust him, I guess. So I'm because I'm not inflating.
You
it.
asked him if it had leaks? Like the guy's got to be like, there's two. Like, who the fuck? Some of the things you say, you're just like my wife.
Well, Well, you have to ask that.
No,
because
you don't.
Because if I get it,
It's
a
got
fucking
leaks. I mean, anything you're buying on Facebook Marketplace, the reason they're selling it is because
Well, that's what Crystal said.
I have an idea where the leak is as well.
Yeah, you too.
No, that's a goddamn urban legend about everything's broken. Not everything's broken.
Name one thing you got from Facebook Marketplace or one of your scams that's still running today.
Okay, well, that's different than I didn't buy it broken. Like, it was fine. The boogie boards, the
I thought you were going to say the boogeyman.
I don't think I would put my 10-year-old son on that thing.
Why not?
The pool, you wash off the saddle.
Yeah, no.
There are some people that feel like mechanical bulls are for women. There are some people that feel. I'm one of them. I'm a traditionalist.
They're fun for kids. Like
They are fun for kids, but they're made for women to oil their titties.
But for $55, I buy this. The kids have a blast. And I know when it's fully blown up and my son sees it, and then I'm like, look, they're going to be like, whoa. They're going to jump in there.
What if they're not? Because you always say they're going to be whoa, and they're tipping. You don't get a lot of whoas.
They will be like done with it and tired of it pretty soon.
Yeah.
Like
You got like an hour. You got
This will
an hour.
last an hour or something.
Dude, you got to show him that thing like at the right angle. Like you,
Right.
I'm dead ass serious. You have got to nail the presentation of this inflatable. I know this is there's a lot of that is a penis
how about
with horns.
me sitting on it with my cowboy hat on?
Well, Daniel's going to be at the
Yeah, I'm going to be there.
Like there's like
gonna ride
details
it.
in the penis
Yeah.
on this thing. I usually am not going that route.
We're all going to ride it, all the
yeah.
parents and the kids,
Yeah.
and then I'll put up videos on our social.
I'm going to ride. I'm going to 69 my wife on it. Is that allowed?
What's one more time for that first photo for me.
So
Oh,
then,
yeah. Here, hold on. He wants the first.
This is where the value comes
There it
in,
is.
and this is where the advice for all the dads. So all the kids have fun and everyone's then the adults have fun and we're
Wait, are you doing you guys have fun? Yeah.
and then I'm like watching Andrea ride it. You're watching
Yeah.
Chris. We're all looking.
I want to watch over next to your grill. So they can,
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing over there? Don't worry about it. I'm making pancakes.
So then when the day's over, I spent $55 on this. So the kids are done with it. Like I don't want it in my pool anymore because it takes up the whole thing.
Every wife's vagina lips have been on it.
Then
Which is appropriate.
Yeah.
I deflate it and I sell it for $50, and someone will negotiate down to 35.
You're not gonna sell it.
I know. Yeah, well, on Facebook Marketplace, I immediately put it up on Sunday. I'm like, $45.
You're not doing it right. Anything I buy that's a float or a piece of vinyl, it gets stabbed with a knife and thrown in the trash. I shred it. I get mad at it.
Well, why?
I had a pool in my backyard. I cut it with a knife. I have a big float. I slice it with a knife. I love knife slicing.
So for the cost of $25, everybody had fun. The kids and the adults, and then that's it.
Tom walks by you. Tom walks by you stabbing the
What's
thing.
wrong with
The
you?
only problem
Got
I have
leaks?
is I feel like this is more another one of your misguided dreams, not Max's. And I feel like
He doesn't even know what he
I
wants.
think you're setting yourself up for not getting a whoa, and that makes me sad because I do
No,
want you
I'll
happy
get
because
the-
you're my friend. But I think you're gonna. I think you think this is a full blown knock it out of the park. Whoa,
You're gonna get a whoa. It's not the whoa you're
If
thinking.
you walked in
he
and
might
I
be
got
right.
this inflatable pool in my pool, you'd be like, "Oh, this
Now,
is fun."
You know what I've learned? There was a pool float that you had in your pool the last pool party I was there, and I will not say what it was. I'm sending it to you. I'm sending it to you telepathically right now. Was that a whoa? Was that float a whoa?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a funny float.
And don't say it because sometimes you got to pull stuff back. That'll make everybody wonder what I'm talking about. And you know what? You're just gonna have to wonder.
Hey, okay.
Leave something
no,
to the imagination.
I'm going to say it.
That thing is a straight up kielbasa with horns.
Yeah, it is a big ween. It's a big boy. There he is. He's big.
Let him
wonder. Let him wonder.
It's kind of a funny story.
How
because
NC-17 can a float be?
No, it's just a polarizer.
Yeah,
No,
it's polar.
It's not a big
and then,
deal.
but my wife had a PTA meeting at the house, and then it was back there floating around. Thumbs up, Orangeman. Thumbs up, Orangeman.
Somebody
I don't
brought
know.
a highly ironic Donald J. float and threw it in the pool as a joke, and to see if anybody would notice it.
Yeah,
Well,
but
they
then it
did.
stayed- well, no,
we didn't, but the
it stayed in there.
PTA, the PTA people, like Chris wanted to go there, get it, deflate it, hide it. Jesus, what are you doing?
Anyway, another thing that happened. Actually, let's.
Do you want to take a break?
Let's take another break.
Okay.
And then I'll tell you another story about kind of reverse having to tell my kids to go inside and play video games. because of a mistake I made, and I'll tell you.
All right, that sounds very interesting. Let's play something heavy. I gave you guys a very mellow and fun intro segment. Well, this is we're going to start with Drain. The name of the song is Nights Like These, and here we go.
Top iron on the mark. Blood clot.
Come on.
This one goes out to the mighty. This one goes out to the mighty God. Rastafari.
How you doing, Ross?
Sorry. Hold on. I didn't have your mic on. Sorry. There you go.
So, Ross, how much do you care for your yard at home?
A fair amount, and honestly, it's one of the worst things in my life at all times.
Okay, all right. So,
Wow, that's a pretty detailed and snappy answer.
Yeah, it just brings me so much problems. I work really hard on it. It does not work hard back on me. It's a one-way street of love and affection.
Yep, I used to I used to do this as well too, and I think every dad gets to an age where they start caring about how green their yard is, right?
Not me.
Yard.
I had that though. I've had yards in every other house I had except for this one, and I do it. I kind of do miss.
Yeah, but it is a prison of work, though.
It's a lot of work.
You're
Perpetual.
lucky.
It's growing. It's growing as we speak.
But I liked it. I did enjoy doing it.
And then there's some sort of satisfaction you get looking at your yard and seeing how green it is. Now, there's also the dissatisfaction of seeing your yard all ate up with chinch bugs or all dried on one side of it, dead brown. And to the point,
yellow dog pee-pee stains.
where it bothers you when you see it, and it makes you feel like less of a dad or less of a man or
makes
unworthy.
you feel gay.
Yeah, because you're like, God,
I gotta go eat jerky.
it reminds you that you're like, fuck this up. So because of that, I don't know how many years ago, maybe 2 years after I finished planting my sod in my yard or whatever, did it myself, and then I just hired a company to fertilize it and spray it.
Why
right?
didn't you do it yourself? You're a DIY guy.
Because at this point in my life, I knew that I was gonna fuck it up. I lived long enough.
It was a hard zip right there where you said it yourself. You're like, I did all this, I planted all that, I did that, and there was a sense of pride.
It was, yeah.
And then half a second
You're
later,
like that bowler. Who's the man? I am me.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Damn.
And then you quickly went, and then I quit and hired somebody else to do the rest.
Yes. Now, because psychologically, all you need to see is the green yard, and then you feel a sense of pride, no matter if you did it or not. It's a weird thing. I'm just telling you how it works.
Okay.
And so when you look out your window, or other people are like, oh, look at this guy's green yard. Like, he must, they don't know if you hire a company or not. Anyway, and I also take credit for throwing money at the problem, which I look at like it might as well be me doing it because it's my money I'm throwing at this problem. And
gotcha.
So anyway, and I have a green yard because of it, right? They come by, spray the chemical crazy, whatever.
And you've always been known as the man with the greatest yard.
And then
since he spray painted his yard back in Deltona.
So anyway, it's been going on. I got a nice looking yard. So the other day, Wednesday, in fact, which was a rough day for me.
That was a tough one.
The Wednesday in the morning before I left for work, the company was there spraying the yard. And then the guy, and I rarely run into him because they come and like randomly do it or whatever every quarter.
And all the chemicals, he's like, the chemicals is that.
And and then
creatureman.
He's telling me all the stuff. I'm like telling him like my wife's bitching about some moths in there, and he's like, oh yeah, there's a summer moths. They come, they'll go, whatever. I'm like, all right,
they come, they go. Who is this guy, Confucius? What
the hell? He's like, you can't spray for them.
They go.
It's a Native American.
Take your top hat off, man. Jesus, God, get off that horse if you want to talk to me. So I can look in your eye.
Long story short, he at the end of the conversation, he's like, yeah, just make sure no kids or your pets don't play in the yard for 24 hours. I'm like, yeah. Get in the truck, leave, right? And then forget about it, obviously. And then so I get home from work that day, and then my niece, Becca, is over the house because now it's summertime. Like, Becca comes over, other friends come over, the kids are just playing all day.
Yeah.
Life is great, no work.
Yeah.
Just play.
Yeah. That's the summertime in Florida, right?
Yeah, learning nothing,
Yeah.
wasting their lives, just playing fun.
That's what you did.
While
You bike to your
Maisie's
friend's
working
house?
for the
No.
gold goddamn medal. I
She's
tell them all the
not.
time. I mean, she's gonna get a gold.
Sweat, play, look at a gator, rinse and
Yeah.
repeat.
It's just like it's
what
what she
you do.
likes. It's like she likes work.
So I get home from work. I'm already agitated, and then the kids are all playing video games. I'm like, I'm like, hey kids, get outside for a little bit. You've been playing video games all day long.
You gave him the speech.
And then I'm like, and while you're at it, take this dog that the Browns left with me because we're watching Dre and Land's dog. It's an old Yorkie that's on death's door that can't see or hear.
Yeah, I
it's
got
just
one of those.
wandering around the house.
You could give this old man a little bit of masturbatory time outside.
And it's wandering around the house making noises, and then we have to let it out. Its eyes are white like a wizard. Anyway, so they take the dog outside, and then whatever. Then I'm out there looking at my plants or whatever. And
Is it calming you down? Is it resetting your psyche?
you know, and then the kids are just playing the yard. They're kicking a ball around. They're playing whatever, rolling around. They got
Licking the dirt.
They got the dog. They got the dog out there. The dog's just rolling.
Make
in
him eat the
something.
grass. Feed him. Here, look. Hey, I made you a salad. We're playing make believe. We're playing food truck. Here, make the dog eat the salad.
So then
food truck.
I'm out there. I'm sitting. I'm looking at my plants. The kids. I'm like, this is the American dream. Kids are playing in the backyard.
Get yourself a lime
It's
white claw.
summertime.
You deserve it,
Yeah.
Mr. Botanist.
Yeah, it's time.
And then I'm like, oh shit, the chemicals. It just dawns on me. I'm like, God damn, the chemicals. That guy was here fucking 6 hours ago. So then I'm like, oh, but they've been already rolling around in it
They're
for,
fine. They're sorry.
yeah,
But they've already been infected. It's like Walking Dead.
But
You have
I-
to cut their legs off now.
But I don't want to tell them like about the chemicals because
They might freak out.
well,
They're going to tell their mom.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
You're
then-
going the Chernobyl route.
Because then Crystal, they're just like,
I'm like, get in the tub. Let me scrub you.
yeah. She's
I know what
freaking
you would
out.
do,
And-
yeah.
and
Hey
I-
guys, a bath seems like a fun time, right?
Yeah,
Jump in the pool.
Jump in the pool.
Jump in the pool.
We can jump in the pool.
She's making me bathe the dog, and then she has to tell Dre and Lamb,
And
like,
let's be
your
honest.
dog put the chemicals.
Hey, let's be honest. Pesticide might be the best friend of that dog right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And it's probably just a
Dr.
thing.
Barkvorkian. Just put him in the thing.
I'm like,
Let him go.
And then I'm like, this is fertilizer and whatever. I don't know what's in there, what the hell they're spraying.
That's
but
just a warning they give you. Oh my God, you've been rubbing off on me. He really has.
But on the other hand, I'm like, maybe it's a good idea they don't just keep rolling around in this. Like, I don't know
You're
what.
conflicted.
Yeah. So then I'm like, hey, okay, this is enough. Let's
Wait, you did that?
And then I'm like, hey, let's get back inside. All right, it's hot out here. They're like, no, we like playing. I'm like, no, come on, let's just come on, play some. I'm like, let's play some Mario Kart. Start playing some video games. Like,
That seems fun, right? No reason.
And then I'm like,
Play some Mario. Something you've never said, by the way. When has he stood at the door and said, boys, come inside, play some Mario
like
Kart?
Roblox is fun. You guys know. Just get in here.
Right
Get
here.
back inside. It's too hot. It's cold. Roblox. Let's go.
Don't you want to chill
Get
your
out of the
fingers
yard.
off with some ice cold Roblox?
And I'm like, now
That's
I'm arguing to get back inside and play some Roblox. So I got back inside and played.
You're burning their shoes.
And I'm watching the dog. And I'm like, what will the sign be?
You got a hazmat on.
Yeah, the dog is doing everything a poison dog would do already.
yeah. How can I tell it's dying? It's
Can't
already
help.
dying.
Yeah, it's frothing, it's bumping into things. You're like,
Yeah, this is normal. So anyway, I guess I don't know if
did that make your Wednesday any better? It must have.
No. Well, I was just like, then I'm like, should I talk about it? I'm like, of course we'll
That's hilarious.
I haven't had any of those situations yet with a baby. I haven't had like
the
what-
poison control.
No, what is that? Uh-oh.
I was a poison control baby. My mom, I've told this before, but for you, I ate almost every leaf off of a Swedish ivy plant. And it's not.
That's what you know who does.
Breaking
Breaking
Bad.
the leaves.
But it wasn't poisonous. But my mom called poison control. And this is her claim and her remembering. She claimed that poison control told her to feed me a gallon of milk
Oh my God!
And I'm like,
that's
what?
how
Like
you die.
Like the poison control made me do the frat boy challenge. Really, Bob? Is that?
All right, you're gonna strap 2 40 ounces of milk to each hand.
Yeah.
So you're Ryan Dunn.
Yeah. So she fed me like as much milk as I could consume, and then of course I barfed, and then that was the end of it. I was like,
Gets
oh
the
well,
leaves
she's
out.
such a lovely mother. Great job. Great job.
I like when barfing used to be the remedy to a lot of things.
It was.
Like make them throw up.
You could stop poison with a barf back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nowadays, poison, if it just gets in you, you're gone.
All right, let's play some voicemail.
All right.
Because I heard a good one
Oh, yeah.
earlier when you were going.
I got
through 'em.
this one ready to go. This is this might be
a gallon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was. She would tell the story all the time, and I remember at some point
Whole
and,
milk.
and a lot of people, yes, and a lot of people will have done this with their mom and dad. Like you get to a point where they tell their stories where you're just like, I'll just let her tell it. You know, like you probably do this with me. You're like, just let him go. He's old. You know, just
You had a whole milk.
Yeah, I did. Okay, so this is a. Let's go with voicemail number 1 right here.
I got a little voicemail for you guys to see if let's see what you guys think about what happened to me last weekend. I was at Volcano Bay with my fiance and my daughter, and we're in the wave pool, and all of a sudden a couple lifeguards blow their whistle, and one of them jumps in, and I'm like, oh shit, someone's drowning. And you know, me and the people around me are all looking around, and this lifeguard is like swimming straight towards me, right towards me, and I look behind me. Because I'm like, oh, the guy, you know, someone around here is drowning. And I look back at the lifeguard, and he dives underwater and goes towards my feet. And in my head, I'm like, well, what the fuck's going on? And I look down, and I'm in, you know, mind you, I'm 6 feet tall, and I'm up to, like, my nipples in the water. But I look down, and there's a fucking toddler at my feet in a green bathing suit. I mean, the thing couldn't have been, you know, more than a foot tall. The toddler, baby. And I'm like, holy shit, someone just lost their child. Someone just, you know, a baby just drowned. And he pulls the baby up right in front of me. I mean, right, you know, we're chest to chest and the baby's between us. And it's a fucking dummy. And then another lifeguard comes over with his hands up and he goes, training. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? I thought someone just lost their goddamn child, man. I had to get out of the pool and like collect myself because my heart was pounding. Man, like, don't do that shit at my feet, man. Throw that fucking thing in the deep end somewhere else. Anyways, yeah. Funny story, I guess. I don't know. I'll hang up and listen to the jokes you guys make. All right.
I mean, obviously, I think I'm sensitive enough and an emotional person enough to tell that it still bothered you, sir. When you were telling that story, I could feel it. I could feel the bother.
You thought a dead baby was at your feet
now,
at a water park.
You know what I would ask?
You
Maybe
have every right.
This is the first thing I think of is a question for Mo. It was at the one that might spray lava.
Yeah. Volcano Bay.
Yeah. So, if you, I mean, I can make a case. My mom's in the pool with me at Volcano Bay, and we're there. She has a heart condition, IHSS sudden death syndrome, and the fake dead baby dummy is at her. I mean, that might trigger an episode with people. You see what you think is a fucking dead baby. You could have a moment, right?
Now,
I'm surprised they do that out in the, just because I'm not saying that it happens all the time or that's even a popular thing or even a thing that would happen on the regular. But you hear of people having episodes when something really stressful happens. And I could make a case where that...
He just, like, relieves himself.
I mean, did you see Ross's face when he didn't know that it was not a dead baby? Because this guy had me in the first part of the voicemail, too, and I've heard it twice.
That was edge of my seat right there, dude. I felt like I just watched Inception.
Yeah, because if you're looking at it, we've all looked through a pool and seen something down there, and then, like, there's no... I mean, it's an unmistakable shape.
they must be mimicking like some sort of situation that could happen if a toddler does get somehow, because there's a sea of people in wave pool.
Yeah, they're not doing it for fun.
Well, that's why they sweep. We've
Yeah,
talked
yeah.
to these guys before. They look and they're sweeping. They have this technique that they do where they sweep. That's why you always see the lifeguards walking and sweeping their head side to side.
They look like they're watching Wimbledon.
Yeah, it's like a technique that they use, and there's a way to do it where if you have them in the right spot and they're doing their sweeping correctly, I think there's like, it's literally a foolproof, like they'll catch anything that's in there if they're paying attention, or they should.
Which I know I already talked about it, but I went to this Swedish indoor water park when I was in Sweden, and they had 2 lifeguards. One was chilling in the front, and then one I saw walking.
Straight chilling.
And there was no other lifeguards because it's not a litigious society. So it's every man for himself. Like, you take care of your own kids. If they die, it's on your watch.
If they die, they die.
There's no suing us.
Rocky IV.
And then it was like it was
Kids at a water park.
it was a fucking Pinocchio's island of every kid was just having a blast. There was like 5 kids going down the water slides at once. Like, everybody was having the time of their lives.
Well, if you get an elbow in your eye, I mean, remember
there was no rules.
It
was awesome.
There used to be a time, and I probably remember it, and maybe some of our other guests remember it more if you're a little bit older, but it used to be you could go to certain places, and you could get a foot in your ass and an elbow in your eye, and you'd get a black eye or maybe even a little bloody nose, and you're not suing, you're not complaining or anything. You were going down the slide hugging each other in a 69 position acting crazy.
It's not even really the lawsuits as much as the insurance.
But it used to be never a thing. Once
Yeah.
the seal got broken where people realized that they could take advantage, and that's how we got here. But there was a time, and I can remember, where you could do more. Because people didn't think of like, well, I'm going to own this park now.
Well, the insurance is companies are making them like you have to have X amount of lifeguards on duty. To the point where I make the joke at Fort Wilderness during the winter. There's a pool there at Fort Wilderness. You've been there, right, Ross? Then there's a little splash pad to the left of the pool if you're looking at the entrance or whatever.
For like toddlers.
And in the winter, there's no one even in there because it's too cold to be in the splash pad. The pool's heated, so all the kids are in the pool. But there still has to be a lifeguard mandated because I'm for sure for insurance or whatever, that has to stand there and look at an empty splash pad and then just stand there.
I would
There's no
imagine
one in there.
Just turn it off.
Yeah, I would imagine that
It doesn't
there is
even if it's off, they probably insurance and like
And somebody could turn it back on.
the corporation is like this is your post.
Yeah,
and
a
then
toddler could fall face first in front of one of the hoses, and it could blast him to death. Or I don't know.
But it has nothing to do with any actual danger. It's just like this is what
They require.
They require. So there's a lifeguard just standing there looking at a splash pad that no one's at.
That's one of the funniest voicemail stories I've ever heard, though. That's so intense. This guy went from like, oh man, shit's going down. Oh shit, it's happening around me. Oh shit, did I kill a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a kid, it's a dummy. That was his journey.
Yeah, now he's mad.
That's not good.
How about make it look like a mini volcano or something? Like, okay, follow me with this. Why make it look like a kid? I understand because it's more realistic for training.
You can't scare the patrons of the water park if it doesn't look like a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
No. That's why they like doing it.
No,
EJ just said that they loved doing it when he worked at Wet n Wild. This is a thing, dude.
That's insane.
This is young bored lifeguards. They're supposed to train. I bet you they're supposed to not throw it right near a dude's feet. But it's a shit ton more fun to throw it right near a dude's feet, especially a dad.
So this is like some, not malice, but like some pranky,
Hijinks. This is
hijinks.
Because they see they're like, scare this dad. He's there. I can tell he's drunk. I'm gonna go and I'll put the dummy baby toddler. Like, I know that
EJ says the training has to be a simulation. So like at least according to when he
Two
was
birds,
trained.
one stone. Might as well learn to be prepared and scared the living shit out of some lawn. In the middle of a pool.
I remember that is my greatest nightmare, though. I remember the first time Maisie was like floating in like a thing. It was like floating in it. I remember like constantly looking at the bottom of the pool or what. Like, I don't know. Like it was just like a thing, like an irrational, like a freak out.
That's we're in Florida. That's it's a thing.
It's the number one for kids.
Yeah,
Do you want another one?
Yeah.
Let's do this one from our good friend DeBerry Joe. Just moved to, I believe, Charleston, so he's checking in.
What's up, guys? It's DeBerry Joe. Tom and Dan have recently been talking about ego death with Amy, and I just wanted to iterate and put forth that my first mushroom trip ended up with an ego death.
Iterate and put forth? Really, DeBerry Joe?
For a good 5 or 6 hours, I could tell you quite a lot about it. But I will also tell you that it began with us getting kicked out of it was technically a Boy Scout camp, but it ended up being Girl Scout camp night that night.
Oh, okay.
And we had to leave, yeah, ego death is a really weird thing. It's kind of boring, but kind of interesting as well. If you want to know about
you had ego death with a bunch of Girl Scouts?
What? Okay, a couple of things. That show's going to air tonight on ACT with Amy LaCour.
Yeah, check that out. Amy's great.
Amy's amazing.
Yeah. And she's got so much
we talk psychology.
Yeah, she's got some heavy lifting. She's got some knowledge in there, man.
I did her it's a comedy show, but also therapy for the comedians.
Yes.
So I did a set of stand-up comedy and then therapy in front of the same audience.
The psych comedy.
Oh my God, that is a product of a show right there.
Yeah. That's what we were doing tonight on ACT, basically, where we were doing mixing psychology into jokes and
it's fun. Yeah, she's great.
So 2 things. One is I don't want to hear the details of your mushroom trip. That goes to everybody out there, because just like dreams, it means nothing to me. You start telling me some mumbo jumbo.
No, but these
about
people
what
say
you
they
saw,
figured it all out. These people say I've been to the ends of the universe.
Yeah.
And I met them.
Has he?
I met being number one, and I shook being number one's hand. He told me all the secrets, and then you're like, really? It's like, oh yeah. It's they're like,
but they never tell me what the secret is. They're like, you have to know. You have to do it.
You have to go to the edge. You have to go 6 feet from the edge.
You haven't tripped, right? There's no way that you have.
I know I've eaten mushrooms before.
Okay.
But the problem is I didn't do it right. I'm about to start experimenting.
What are you eating?
Well, I mean,
what isn't he eating? This guy's going full Aaron Rodgers.
Come on. I just watched the whole Enigma.
You do it.
Crystal loved it, by the way, way more than I thought. She's like, I love it, and I actually, this man is awesome.
This man is a hero, and so is RFK.
You've eaten mushrooms, but have you?
I hate vaccines.
Have you tripped?
Oh,
bang.
Shit. Does that look like a measle to you? I'm kidding. Yeah. Making jokes.
I have not full on tripped. I did a little, a micro dose where I started to see.
You mean a hero's dose?
I've never tripped.
Or
never,
just because it's all about the dose.
Yeah. I've only micro dose.
I've only done one hero's dose, and that was in St. Augustine. It was not good. It made me feel sick, and I passed out eventually. It was not administered correctly. And then any other time I've done mushrooms, like Tom says, very small amounts.
I've probably eaten mushrooms 7 or 8 times. I know you don't want to know the stories, but if you're about to do this, I just want to let you know you're about to be interested in everybody's tripping stories. That's going to be one change.
Wait a minute, is that what happens?
It's like birth. After you're part of a birth and you're in the room, you're like, oh man, I want to hear everybody's pregnancy story. I didn't know what it was like until I was seeing pregnancy and sitting shotgun. I do want to know all your ups and downs in those 9 months and in the room at the very end.
You obviously don't know me, right? I was in the room with my wife when she gave birth. I am also not interested in anybody else's birth
Me
story.
neither. I don't want. I'll watch the video, especially
unless it's something crazy.
if I get to see your wife's neither region.
And I think there's always to me at least, there's always something a little crazy when it comes to pregnancy and birth. There's always well, didn't see that one coming. It's got 12 toes, or I don't know, some crazy plot twist throughout that whole journey that the woman goes through. I at least it's still fresh to me. I still find it.
I had to hold a bucket while my wife shat it. No, I'm kidding. That never happened. But I just like saying horrible things.
The problem is with extreme hallucination stories, whether it be DMT or a hero dose of mushrooms or all this stuff, ayahuasca, when they are telling me the story, they're all of a sudden I everything, my entire ego and personality crumbled down, and then I was left with nothing, and then I rebirthed with one sapling, and that grew.
And then I grew into the earth, and then I became one with the earth, and the earth was one with me.
And it's like I've experienced 3 months, but it was only 15 minutes. As we're talking about,
and I woke up, and my friend said, "How many breaths did you take?" And I was like, "I lived a lifetime." And they said, "I only took 3 breaths."
So and then I was like, I can't even comprehend or put myself in your shoes. Also, you're describing to me a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, there's a huge part of me that thinks these people that tell me they've seen and met being one, and they become one with the earth.
I believe them.
I see. I do,
but like it's like.
I also think like it's possible for me to drink 45 Coors Lights and smoke so much weed, and just I'm so fucked up
that you can convince yourself of anything.
But my point is that like if I took enough mushrooms and I get all loopy in there, I'm gonna think I know all the stuff. And I don't. I'm just numbing out my brain. I'm just making myself loopy doopy.
Well, I do,
which is fine.
But there is a difference between like THC alcohol and like psychedelics and
sure.
what psychedelics can do. And I do
Absolutely,
believe they think
but how do people know when they go to the edge of the universe and meet God that that's him? That's why I don't understand it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I'm with you on that. They do not know, but anything remotely close to a place of not knowing is different, and it's hard to articulate, and they just want to, they're like, like the times that I've been excited to tell somebody anything, you get like, I don't know how to exactly do this. They do not know. I'm team you on that stance, but I'm also kind of team the people tripping that whatever you've experienced, and I don't want to take that away from you, but to look at anything on those psychedelics as fact or like 100% this is now my new reality, I think that's a slippery slope. I think you can have some of the best lessons taught to you through psychedelics, and I would use myself. I am a great example of it. Helped me out in a lot of ways. I think you are going to greatly benefit from eating an eighth of mushrooms.
No, yeah. I'm not going to tell you about it. I'm keeping it to myself.
Yeah.
Whatever happens.
Wait a minute. If I ask you, will you tell me? What if I want to know?
No.
Come on.
I won't tell you.
I don't want to tell you.
What if nothing happens? What if nothing happens?
Something
I wouldn't tell you.
It's impossible.
Well, if something happens, I don't think you'll be able to contain yourself. You'll have to tell people. That's what happens to mushroom people. Then you'll be one of the mushroom people.
If
can I talk to you about something?
I will. No. I promise I won't do that. And the other people that took mushrooms, I'll be like, you know what happens. So they'll know, and then I'll be part of that tribe. And I'll be like, this.
No, but they're gonna make you. That mushroom people are almost as annoying as vegans, and they're gonna make you tell your story.
No.
Yeah, they'll make you. They'll vet you. They'll like tell your story. And you're like, I don't want to tell it. They're like, well, how do we know you did it? And you'll be like, you know what happens. You meet the being one. You meet God.
It's like when I eventually have to go to AA, I'm not standing up and telling my name and story. This is court mandated.
Well, how am I going to say we love you, Tom? How am I going to know what your name is to finish this phrase?
I'm going to sit here and smoke cigarettes.
I haven't tripped in 5 years, so I wouldn't consider myself like a mushroom guy. So even longer than that. It's been like 8 or 9. But the things that I remember from the 7 or 8 trips that I had, I still take with me as best as I can. And it's bad days are ahead of me when I forget the lessons that those experiences kind of showed me.
You know what sucks is that I've been like dabbling, and I know it's kind of illegal in Florida. I don't know what the hell. I don't think anybody cares. The cops don't give a shit. No
chemical disclaimers.
What are you doing? Homemade taxidermy? That's what I'm doing.
It's like I'm like, who do I ask to get microdose of psilocybin, right? And I'm like, but the shit is in cow pasture. There's 1 billion mushrooms growing all around us in cow shit. We used to get them at Peace River.
And you'll never get caught.
No, I know, but the problem
people do it all the time. Kids, like I see kids around, like I'm like, oh, some kid's gonna get that.
Yeah, but I don't know how then to take those mushrooms and then
dude, online you yell at people for this all the time. You put them in the thing, type online mushroom tea, and they'll tell you how to do it step by step.
I know mushroom tea, but I want it in a sensible gummy shaped like a mushroom.
You can make
like
your own gummy.
yeah, but as I'm making it all. I don't know.
You're gonna do it, though, it gets real like Polynesian people and awesome tattoos. Like if you're gonna do it, you got to feel some pain, though, big dog. Ain't going to be no gummies. You're going to put this on a pizza. It's going to taste awful. You might throw up. and you gotta ride that dragon.
No, that's
he doesn't like riding dragons.
That's the '90s way to do it.
He's a traditionalist. He's an old school.
There's mushroom tea. I don't know. If you're waiting for gummies to happen, I don't think you're ever gonna trip.
I would need the exact
he just
dose.
called you a pussy. He called you a mushroom pussy. That's what I heard.
Yeah, but I'm gonna overdose and freak out. That's what happened to my.
That's how you overdose, if you ask me, is via gummies. How many grams is in a gummy? How much of it is gummy and mushroom?
Wow,
I don't know.
He's hitting you with some real science.
Whatever it says on the package that they imported
don't
from
regulate.
Washington.
If that's the case, then I haven't seen that product. I've seen mushrooms in different ways. You can put them in caps, ground up as if a pill, and that's usually like a 0.1 or a 0.2.
Yeah.
But usually, the best way I would do it, blend that bad boy up, put it in a shot, and cheers with your homies and have fun on that journey. And it's gonna taste bad. You just
that's part of it.
It's like a shot.
Yeah. You're gonna chase it with some Jägermeister or a Rumpelman.
This is what I was telling Crystal after we were watching this Enigma, and
you guys should do it together in 69.
And I'm like,
69, a 3-minute 69 will feel like 15 day 69. That's what I heard. 15 days 69, dude.
Crystal's like, I don't want to be in a resort because I'm like, look, it's just a resort. It's a bunch of rich people in a Costa Rican resort. Like, that's awesome. I don't want to be around the other people and fucking sing.
I think
Kumbaya.
you can pay for private.
Yeah. You want to be in my and Crystal's like, I want to be in a disgusting mud hut.
No,
and I'm like, no, you don't.
I want to be naked with a bunch of strangers. I want them to be smearing cold mud on my tit.
I'm like, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're gonna freak out.
I want a cauldron.
Put yourself in a beautiful situation.
I want an elder with a cauldron. I want a smoke teepee. I want to smell like smoke, and I have ashes on my face.
I won't tell any shroom stories, but I can give you shroom advice. Like I would say, good weather outside daytime. I do not trip. I will never trip again.
Okay, what about Terrifier? What about movies? Terrifier 1 through 3, really dark, alone in the studio.
No.
Okay.
But if it's a familiar movie that you've seen before, couldn't recommend it enough. If you are going to stay inside your home and you're thinking about a movie,
so like for Tom, The Office, since you love The Office.
If you, here's the thing.
I'm gonna be outside.
If you were to watch The Office, you're actually not going to be watching The Office.
You'll be in The Office.
You're going to be watching.
You'll be Toby.
Like,
motherfucker.
You're my Toby.
You'll be watching like the top quarter of your television and just staring at one part of the screen and things maybe possibly like moving a little bit with lines. And every time the camera cuts,
so it makes you a special needs kid. It's great. It'll be great for your
I'm
sons
already
to
that.
Every time the camera cuts when you were watching a movie or a television show and you were like tripping pretty hard, and I know when it cuts, it just feels like a hit, like a whoa. We just transported. And then you realize how many times a movie cuts. It's like several thousand.
Yeah.
That's why I recommend, go watch a movie.
Yeah, you get trapped in movie cut land.
Just there's so many different scenes. I've been to a movie theater. I was just staring at like a 55-foot Jason Bateman. Just on the movie screen, dude, that's
delicious.
The biggest fucking face I've ever seen.
But a big Bateman.
All right.
Couldn't tell you the plot.
By the way, mushroom people, all your stories don't sound that good.
They don't.
All right, so
it's not that good marketing for the mushrooms.
Hey.
All the stories there, like everything.
I met the supreme being, but first he had to terrify me.
So
okay.
I'll do my best to give you not a shroom story, but maybe a shroom prediction for you is that it could end up being a massive crossroads moment that recalibrates some things that you didn't know that it mattered to you because you didn't know that it existed. You didn't even know that a category that is part of your personality is weighing on you either positively or negatively, but you haven't seen it from a different perspective to exactly define it and pick up on it.
He's doing it.
Yeah. So you're like, so I'll be sitting there, I'm like tripping, and I'm like, oh my God, the reason I miss my parents so much is because I'm a gay black man.
But you're just you're having different thoughts and with the same engine. It's like putting. It's really weird. It's like putting.
Doing it.
I'm sorry.
I like different engines, same thoughts.
Yeah, different engine. Different thoughts, same engine. I think you would benefit greatly from it. Do
What
it
about me?
outside.
Would I benefit or like, no, you would you'd become a gay black man.
Yeah, no,
which I want to be.
I think that it would greatly benefit you. Outside, good weather. If you can, somebody who's done it before.
Can you fuck on them or no?
I wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean,
That's fair. I
would go into it with absolutely
I can
no.
fuck on anybody.
You go into it with
Even if I I swear to God, even if I have to stuff my penis in her with my hands, I can do it.
No plans. Don't go into it with plans or expectations. Outside, enjoy the color green.
Oh yeah,
that's why
as
I
soon
say
as it's taken, I'm gonna be. This better be good.
Yeah, like when does it kick in?
Oh yeah,
you're mad already.
And then Ross, that doesn't be good. It'll make me better.
It's slowly
That's
gonna.
what-
I don't
that's what I
feel gay
expect.
or black at all. This is boring as shit.
Like I know I had
Take
to,
5 more.
I know I had to eat mushrooms to feel that way.
Take 5. I love Take 5 more.
I know I had to eat mushrooms to feel that way, but I didn't know that there was that much of me to dance with anything.
He said dance. They always say dance.
It's mushrooms plus you equals that experience. You're half of that equation, and you just didn't know that you were that weird of a variable.
Okay.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna
You
cry.
got nothing to say. I got nothing
Oh
to say.
my God!
You got a speechless.
Every shroom guy looks at you and goes, "God, I want to." Yeah, he deserves
Are we going to be
it.
shroom guys? 2025 shroom guys. We're going to be shroom guys.
Half Faith would treat you nice. You wouldn't cry. It would treat you pretty good.
We're going to be shroom guys. Now,
We're definitely going to sell Tom and Dan mushrooms, but it'll just be some sort of ginkgo biloba bullshit.
Dude, sell spores.
It'll be the Delta 9 of mushrooms. How long before we get the Delta 9 of mushrooms?
It exists.
Synthetic mushrooms?
All the mushroom products that exist that you see being marketed, they don't psilocybin. There are other mushrooms. So who gives a fuck?
Some of the other mushrooms have they do have
something
medicinal
close
properties.
It's something close to that may react a little bit like it, just like Delta 9.
What are the different strains? There's like, you got to get the goat mane, or those are Loxahatchees, or like, there's all these different weird kinds of mushrooms that people take for health.
I'm super picky about who I would trip with, and honestly, and this is the nicest thing I could say to you guys today, is I would trip with you guys.
Oh, thank
All
you.
right. Well, come on Sunday, ride the bull.
Yeah. We're gonna be there.
Saturday,
you know what?
Since you're
the new guy, your wife does not have to sign off, but our wives do.
Every wife
we run
has to
things
sign
a
on.
little different on what Tom calls.
She stripped more than me.
We run things a little crazy on what Tom calls the island. That's what we call it.
If you show up with your partner, they're riding the bull. The cost of 1/2 mushroom at the door.
All right, let's plug some stuff and get out of here, guys.
So, Ross, you got a show?
We're doing the best sketches over at the amazing Jiggy Food Festival. It's off of iDrive. You can get more information off of his website.
Comedy and Good Eats. What more could you want?
It's amazing. And then the really cool thing that I really wanted to announce is starting August 2nd, which I believe is a Friday. That Friday and every Friday for the next 2.5 months, we are dropping one of our sketches from the Fringe Festival.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
So for the next 2.5 months, every Friday at 9 a.m., another sketch comes out. And then after all 20 sketches get released out on my YouTube, we'll be taking them down and then kind of just having the 10 best of. So stick around and watch the 10 ones that we won't have out in the public anymore.
Yeah. There you go. Awesome. Watch them now before they get taken down.
Sometimes they're a little too spicy, and we're like, that works better in the room.
Yeah, no, understood. Yeah, we get it.
So, again, we got new merch at tomandan.com.
Yeah, great
Get it while it
hats.
lasts.
Great hats and sun shirts, guys. Check all of those out, please.
And we'll see you on Monday's BDM show.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
See ya.